Hi friends, I'm here today to walk you through some resources that Pearson has available to you to help you familiarize yourself with how the MCAS test is laid out and the tools that are available to you. You may already be familiar with all of this stuff, but if you're not, or even if you feel like you might be, I encourage you to kind of watch through this video and take a look at these resources so that you make sure you're as prepared as you can be for the test. So the website that I am currently on is called mcas.pearsonsupport.com/student. And what I'm going to walk you through right now is this TestNav 8 student tutorial. But I want to draw your attention to these tools here on the right. You have your equation editor for math and for the science, technology, and engineering test. Again, the STE test is only for grades 5 and 8. You also have some reference sheets for math and STE, and some gridded response guidelines, text-to-speech guide, things like that, to help you familiarize yourself with those tools if necessary. And then you also have some practice tests that'll take you through an ELA practice test or a math practice test or an STE test, all depending on your grade level. So if you did want to get a little extra practice with the test before you take it for real, you can definitely go to this site and go and do those. You don't have to be on a school Chromebook or a school device or anything like that to do those. You can do those at any time. So, like I said, right now we're going to go through the TestNav 8 tutorial. So I'm going to click that big button there, and it's going to launch kind of a sample test. And we're going to go through it pretty quickly. If you want to take more time and do it on your own, you can definitely do that as long as your teacher says it's okay, or you can do it on your own time at home. But we're just going to kind of walk through this right now. So it's loading up a sample test. And here's exactly what you would see when you start the test. You're going to see this kind of welcome screen telling you what to expect. There's one section. There are 45 questions in section 1. We're going to click this blue button to start. And start again. All right, so it's going to walk you through the online test, and it encourages you to click the blue arrow at the top to move to the next screen. I can go forward, and I can go backward if I need to. So if you feel like you need to go back to a question, you can do that. Talks to you about signing in. We already talked about that in another video. You want to make sure you check your name. You want to make sure that you test your audio too. You probably have already been encouraged to bring in your own headphones to use during this test. There might be some audio sections in the test, and you want to make sure that it's set up and ready to go before you start taking it. All right, so again, like I said before, you've got your back and forward buttons here. It tells you what test and session you're in and what question number you're on. All that information is listed up here. Okay, you've got the review button. When you click the review button, you see which questions you've already done, which questions need to be answered. That information is down here. Okay, if you click the bookmark button, it's going to bookmark this question so you know before you end the test that you can go back to that question and review it. Might be something that you're not sure about, or just want to make sure that you put in the correct answer, so you can bookmark any of those questions there. Exiting and resuming the test later. So this is what you're going to do if you need to take a potty break. You're going to sign out of TestNav, and then you'll have to re-sign in. So you'll need to make sure that you hang on to that ticket so you know what your login information is to get back into the test. When you reach the end of a session, you're going to see this. If you didn't answer a couple of questions, just going to show you which questions you didn't answer, and if you bookmarked any questions, it's going to show you that. That's just to help you review what you've already submitted. And then if all questions have been answered, you're going to submit the final answers. It's going to give you another warning. Are you sure you want to submit those final answers? Yes, do that. Using the tools in the test, here you see a toolbar. Okay, we've got the pointer. We've got a notepad, so I can click that and I can make myself little notes. You've got a calculator, which you can move around the screen wherever you need to, and you can enter in whatever functions you need to enter in. That will be available when it's allowed. If it's not available, it's not allowed. This is the answer eliminator. We can show that on a question that uses that, and we've got an 1/8 inch ruler that we can move around, and we can change the angle of it there, and you might use that in specific types of questions. And on this page, it tells you exactly which tests you're going to have the access to the calculator. So grade 7, 8, and 10 mathematics tests only session 2. That doesn't apply because we only have one session this year. The 5 and 8 science and technology engineering tests, so you will have that available to you if you're a 5th or 8th grader taking the STE test. All right, and you can try that out on your own. Answer eliminator tool is pretty cool. If you know it's not a specific answer, you can choose the answer eliminator tool and select the answer that you know is wrong, and that just helps you focus on what the correct answer could be. So if we do that here, we're going to click answer eliminator. I'm going to say, okay, that may not be right. Oh, it is. I just did that. The correct answer is B. So there you go. Now when you want to select the right answer, you're going to get out of the answer eliminator tool and then select the correct answer. All right, when you're in text, you can use the highlighter tool. Okay, so the highlighter tool is going to be, you just click and drag. Click and drag over the text. So if you know there's text that you want to come back to in a passage, you can use the highlighter tool to help you do that. Here are some tools in the drop-down menu. All right, so first one is the alternative background and font color. So when you go over here, you can change the background and font color. So if you find that you read text better on black on light blue or on black on light magenta, great, go for it. All right, magnifier tool is going to allow you to zoom in on different areas. You're just going to, it opens up a box there and you can drag it around so you can see the things a little bit clearer. All right, we're going to disable that. The line reader mask tool, that helps you focus on your on what you're supposed to be focusing on here. So it works similar to the magnifier, where it gives you a box and you can move it around. If you need it to be bigger, click and drag. Need that to be bigger, click and drag. And that just helps you focus on whichever line that you're on there. All right, use the line reader mask tool, we did that. Answer masking tool. All right, so we're going to go here and we're going to do enable answer masking. So this tool is available if your teacher has asked for you to have it. So you may not have access to this tool. All right, but if you do have answer masking, you're going to find it in that in this drop-down menu here. Okay, and you can try that out if needed. All right. The zoom tool. Zoom tool makes the whole page larger. So it's not available during the tutorial, but it is available during the test. So if you need to zoom in during the test, you can do that there. Text-to-speech tool, again, this is another tool that's not available to everybody, but if it is available to you, you will see it on the right-hand side of the screen. You see here we've got the little familiar buttons. This is to play. This is toggle click to here, jump back, skip ahead, text-to-speech settings there. So you can kind of explore those on your own. And again, that's not available to everybody. That's just available to select students. American Sign Language, if necessary, and that's only available to students that need it. So just keep that in mind. Web extensions are available if your teacher has requested for you to have them. You may or may not have any web extensions available to you. The Exhibits button gives you access to test directions, reference sheets, and other helpful material. So you'll see this little pop out here. If you're not sure about the reference sheet or where that is, you're going to click on the Exhibits button there. And that can be test directions, reference sheets, and other helpful material there. All right, now it's going to take you through the different types of questions that will be on your test. So language format, scrolling, expandable panels, multiple choice, multiple select, drag and drop, hotspot, fill in the blank, equation editor, response box, spell check, and glossary. I would encourage you to do this on your own. I'm not going to take the time to go walk through each of these, but it's important that you know how to answer each of these questions. So do take some time to kind of go through all of those. And I hope that you found this somewhat helpful. Like I always say, just relax, take your time. You're going to do a great job. And make sure you talk to your teacher if you have any questions. Thanks so much. Have a great day.